Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So I really hope that you haven't missed me too much. I'm coming back and doing a few more videos. So let's get started with your reading today. Today we're going to be doing your 2024 predictions, and I'm not entirely sure how in depth I'm going to be. I don't know if I'm going to go through month to month, I'm not too sure. But I really just want to kind of pinpoint the main event. So we're going to get started. We have a tea leaf reading today. So each of these cups are going to be read as tea leaf readings. So we have the pink cup here, the blue cup and the red cup, and I'm also going to give you a little bit of a close-up of each cup because they're a little bit different. So we have three groups here. We have group number 1 with the passion card, group 2 with communication, and group 3 with success. So please choose your group now and let's get started. Start with group number 1 with passion and the pink cup. Hello group number 1, let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the passion card. Hopefully the lighting is okay. So we have the passion card, which is the ruby record keeper. So we are going to be pulling you a couple more cards about any kind of random things that want to be your focus. So we're going to be pulling you a couple of the intimacy oracle. Everyone asks me on the comments, what are these cards? These are intimacy oracle cards. They basically, that's just what they're called. So I'm going to pull you a couple of cards, see what your focus is. Okay. Oh, and they're both pink. Oh, I love that. So we have instant attraction and we have cuddly. So those are really, really lovely ones. Let's get a couple more. We have breathe it in and we have jungle. Okay, so this is from Rockpool. I really like the Rockpool cards. They're really, really good. So highly recommend. This isn't sponsored by Rockpool. I just really want to say I like their products. So, okay. Let's see what your main focus is for this year. Anything else? We have balance. Ooh. That's a good one. Should we get a couple more? We have birth. We have 4 cards. So we have, 5. Okay, so we have flow, clearing, signs. We also have birth and balance. The main thing that I'm really being drawn to is balance and flow. And this one says, with a flow card, I don't know if this is too bright or not, hopefully you guys can see okay. We have flow. So flow says you need more flexibility in your life, allow yourself to go with the flow. And balance says it's time to find balance in your life. What is most important to you? I love that. Okay, so let's get started with your tea leaf reading. Let's go. Okay, group number 1, let's get started with your reading. So the first thing I got from your reading was a man with a beard. I saw you attracting a man with a beard. So this could be being close with a male figure. It doesn't actually have to be like a partner. It can be, I don't know, a neighbor, a friend. You could be getting closer, like have a closer relationship with a dad, you know, something like that. It feels like a really close bond, like best friends or a partner. So if it is a relationship, there is somebody coming in who's got quite a nice thick beard. This person feels really homey and really loving and really like circular, they're telling me, like they're very well rounded. This person also, I mean, I'm scratching this finger, which is the ring finger. So this person could be somebody who is married or will marry you. So it just depends. Honestly, this person just gives me this really gentle energy of like fatherly, motherly type energy. So when you're around this person, you feel really, really safe. So I'm going to zoom you in on the cup so you guys can see a little bit more of what I'm seeing. Okay, so I am seeing a little bit scattered. 2024 is going to be a little bit scattered for the first 3 months. But I do see things coming around. I'm hearing coming around again. I think it's a song called Coming Around Again and I really like it. I'm also seeing mountains, so you might be living near mountains or going to mountains this year. There's definitely this sense of I want to get away from like society. I want to kind of be in a more natural environment. I definitely see that happening for you guys. So what I also see is this sense of religion. You may be getting closer to religion, faith, connection and spirituality, things like that. I also do see a child. So if you have a child in your life, I do see a good relationship happening with them. So one thing I'm really seeing is this reminds me of like a really big cloud, and it's kind of moving up. I do see that this year you're going to be you're feeling a lot lighter. This cloud is moving away from you, and this deathly kind of energy that has been looming over you for a lot of your life is going to lift and shift. So this man is definitely going to have quite a big impact on you. This man's going to help you. So they could even be a therapist, to be honest. But they're definitely male, so I also see African roots. So if any of you guys are from Africa or you have African roots, and this is just coming through, they're showing me like a tree in Africa, and I can't remember this type. I don't even know what the name of this type of tree is, but it's, yeah, they're just showing me like this tree that's just native to Africa. So it might be you end up taking herbs that originate from Africa. I'm hearing like root herbs like cinnamon, ginger. I have no idea where they originate from, but that's just what I'm getting. I'm hearing ginger root, that type of thing. And I'm seeing you going back to your roots as well. So possibly you are definitely moving or shifting up your living lifestyle to become more suited to you and your roots. So you're no longer kind of being drawn to things that feel toxic as much. I don't think your body just will allow it. I don't think you're going to be allowed to be in anything toxic. And the energy I'm getting is like this big heart, which feels really nice. And the fact that you guys chose a pink card with this passion card, it just makes so much sense. So I'm seeing a family being created as well. I'm seeing a lot of hugging, a lot of cuddling, and we do have this card here as well, which says cuddly, and we also have instant attraction. So it says there will be an instant attraction to something that may leave you questioning whether it's too good to be true. It is too good and it is true, no more questions. So I do feel that there is definitely somebody in your life that's going to be a real strong instant attraction to you. And the reason why you're going to be attracted to them so quickly is because they're very cuddly and they're really sweet and really soft. You're going to feel really close to this person. It doesn't have to be a male partner, obviously, because some of you aren't going to be attracted to men, you may be attracted to women. So this person will have very cuddly, gentle, Cancerian, rounded traits, and they might have a similar kind of birth chart to they're showing me two celebrities. They're saying Robin Williams and Naomi Campbell. So I know Naomi Campbell isn't the most cuddliest person, but they're showing me they've got a lot of Aries in their chart and Cancer. So I'm not sure if that is like relating to that, but I definitely feel like this person has really cuddly energy. Which is lovely, and that's something you're really needing at the moment. You need that kind of family energy as well. Okay, so we also have a Breathe It In, and we have Jungle. Okay, I'm really not sure what these two are about. I really don't know, they're just so random. Let me just have a little feel into it and see what they mean by this. Okay, so I do feel like some of you guys might be going traveling to places that are really unknown to you, especially in the weather. So you may not have travelled that much, or you may have only travelled to like hot countries or all cold countries. You're going to be going to possibly a country that's completely different weather to what you're used to, and it's going to be really crazy. Like you might have, especially if you have a partner or a really close best friend, they might take you on a trip that's really, really random and out of your comfort zone, but you trust them really, really closely. And I think that's something that you are really craving, is that trust that you haven't really had with a lot of people. So that's what I'm really feeling for you. And I also feel you might get a nose ring. You might get something to do with your nose. Maybe if you, I'm not condoning plastic surgery when it comes to cosmetics, but if that's something you need or want to do, then you might end up doing that. I would never encourage it because it's all personal preference, and everyone is going through their own journey. But I do feel like if that's something you feel you need to do, then that may be something that you're doing. I do feel like there's something also to this card that they're not really telling me, so I will have a little look into that through the reading, and if it pops up, I'll let you guys know. Okay, so I definitely feel a lot of trees, a lot of bushes, a lot of nature in this cup. There's definitely a connection to trees, earth, and just a real sense of connection and community. I'm not sure if there's an immense amount of friendships coming in, but it definitely feels like you have a strong bond. So I feel like 2 to 3 new people. They're really, really strong, but I don't see like a scattered amount of people. I feel like it's just going to be you and 2 other people that are really, really close to you. So I also see a black cat, so you could be attracting in a pet if you would like to have a pet. Sometimes we don't always get all we want, we just get all we need. So this cat might just come across your path path. Maybe even a rabbit. They might be like a rogue rabbit that just needs to be adopted, and I feel like you might attract in a rabbit. There's definitely children around. I feel like it might not even be that you have children. It might be, which it could be, always a possibility, but obviously take it as it resonates. But I do feel for some of you guys, you are going to be really healing that inner child, and you're going to be so much happier this year. This year's going to be very different for you. It feels like you've almost just matured in some certain way, and you're really getting used to this new body that you're in. You might even be changing your body so much that you don't even recognize yourself anymore. And it's not that your body has changed so much, really, it's more about your attitude to life and everything like that. Also, we have number 30, we have passion. So you may be turning 30 this year. We also have this sense of connection with all these crystals coming together as well. So I do feel like you're going to find your passion. You're going to find something that aligns you with just that sense of passion. So if you think of the word passion and this fiery goodness that it comes with, that's what you're basically attracting in, which is really lovely. And number 3 is a nice rounded number for you, so I really, really like that. This is so random, but they're telling me to pull one more message from this cup, but I'm going to put a little bit more water in, and we're going to get you one more message from this cup. I've never actually done that before, but they want to get just one more message. So, oh my god, that looks like a love heart that's like upside down. I really love that. So let's just get one more message and we'll see what wants to come through. There's definitely some men around you. So I'm sorry if you guys aren't attracted to men, but there's definitely some kind of like love energy around men. So it might be that you're just getting closer to men in general. Like you may not even prefer men intimately, but you might really like them on a friendship basis where you generally just get this connection with men. So let's have a look and see. So I am also feeling, I keep getting this information about this man. I'm seeing a tall man now who's white Caucasian male, brown hair. He's really tall and he is possibly Aquarius. And my throat feels really clear when I talk about this person. This person's energy is very, very clear, which I really, really like. So that's definitely somebody you're going to attract in. Oh, some of you guys, you might be opening a shop. There's definitely a shop around you guys, like opening a shop, opening a bar, a restaurant. I really want you to do that. There's something about opening newness. And there's 2 souls definitely coming together here. This is definitely a soul contract going on. You're leaving your base as well. You're leaving your family. I like how this is all chunky here and you're just kind of lifted out of it. You might be going through, you might have an outer body experience. So if you're not very spiritually inclined and you tend to and you have this, just want to say, like, if anything weird and woo-woo happens, just like grab some, you know, grass, mud, I don't know, just put your hands on the grass after it's happened, or get yourself some black crystals, because sometimes if there's a lot of like really weird energies on the planet right now, and they can really affect us, and you might not even be that spiritually inclined and it may still happen to you. So I want you to really recognize that like nothing can hurt you, and nothing can like hurt you, especially if it's on the spirit plane. But I do want you to cleanse yourself, because if you are very special and you're sensitive and your energy is just very like attentive to spirits and spirit like people that are depressed as well and anxious. So if you ever get that, which I'm manifesting that you don't, but if you ever do, there is this energy of like latching on, and there may be people who tend to latch to you, especially people who are, this is so random, I'm sorry, but it's like people who are European. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel like there's an intensity to the people that you keep meeting, and this is in your past though, so this may not be happening to you, but for some of you guys it's definitely still happening. But there's an intense European person that just keeps like latching onto you, and I'm hearing I need to block this person, which you definitely do. If I was more witchy inclined with spells, I would suggest a spell, but I don't tend to do stuff like that. That's just not really me. But I would just suggest to cord cut and just grab some black crystals, or just put your hand on the earth or touch a tree or something like that, because you need to ground your energy sometimes. And for you guys being so sensitive, this year is about just cleansing, clearing, getting really healthy spiritually, and especially if we've been around a lot of narcissism, it's really helpful for us to just kind of clear, express, and things like that. Okay, I feel like definitely a bunny around you. Like I'm hearing this, I'm doing this, like bunny ears. I feel like I need to do this, like it's hopping around. So I don't know about a rabbit. I want you to look up the spirit of the rabbit as well. Maybe it's the year of the rabbit. I have no idea. I don't really follow Chinese. Is it astrology or Chinese years? I love Chinese like culture and things like that, but I just don't really follow it. I just really appreciate it, to be honest. Okay, so I want to pull you guys a crystal first, and I want to see what your year is going to be like. So I've got my bag of crystals, and I'm just literally just going to grab one. Let's see what wants to come out. So the one thing I am being pulled to is shungite, and it's just a black crystal, but we're going to get you one more. This is like my private crystal stash. Like, this is my personal crystal stash, but I really wanted to pull one. Oh, yum. That's a good one. That is such a good one. Oh, I missed pyrite. I haven't really touched pyrite for a while, because I've been traveling so much. All my crystals are away. Oh, I love it. This is so beautiful. I have to keep like pausing every time I swear, just in case I get flagged. Basically, this is money, passion, and aligning with some really perfect opportunities for you. There's some real good stuff with money and real good stuff with just natural attraction, you know, and something just clicks and it happens and you're like, oh, that was easy. That is this crystal. So this is really, really healthy energy. I really love this. I'm going to put him here. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, I love pyrite. It's such a yummy energy. So that's definitely something that you are bringing in. This is literally your entire year is pyrite. So I really love that. Should we get one for love as well? Let's get one for love. Ooh, red jasper, really, really passionate. So for love this year's going to be very sensual, and put an X in there, that's what it means. So basically you and another person are hooking up, you and a few other people are hooking up. Obviously just take it as it resonates, because some of you guys might be, you know, you want to make sure you're the right age. But basically this feels really genuine, and it feels like it's fast. I'm hearing like a fast car, and you like driving down a fast road and just really driving fast. This is going to be how your connection with someone's going to go, I feel. And if you want to check out my love reading, I did a love reading about 2024 as well, so just check that out if you want to. Okie dokie. So I feel drawn to pull you an animal card, and if a rabbit comes out I'm gonna laugh. So let's get you an animal card, and we'll see what ones want to come out for you for 2024. I'm feeling that there's just an ease for this year for you. This is something that you really deserve, and I think it's something that you've been waiting for such a long time. No, I'm going to shuffle. Okay. Ooh, so this is your year. I love that. I'm going to put a crystal under there so you can see, because the light is just like hitting that in the wrong way. And then let's get you a couple more. We have the vulture. And let's see what else we have. Tiger. Yep, right, okay. So what I feel for you is you are becoming much more able to lead this year. You're becoming much more able to enjoy the sweetness of life a lot more. Like, you're not so scared to just be yourself and lead and things like that. I also feel as if you are becoming much more seen. A lot of people are recognizing you, and they're understanding like your passion for life and things like that. The hummingbird is lovely. This is really good. I'm going to confirm all these cards with a nice chunky tarot card, and we'll see what this is representing, because I feel like my intuition is just a bit off of these cards. So see, this is about connecting to people and them seeing your gentle light. Like, people are actually going to recognize you for you, not from what they want from you. Yeah, that's really nice. So we have the Queen of Swords. So the hummingbird, birds are all about communication. So this is to do with this. Basically, you're going to have a lot of communication. It's going to be a very clear year this year. You're going to get your priorities really, really straight. And money is going to be really good for you. With a vulture, you're not going to be forcing any opportunities. I feel like a lot of people are going to want you for what your business represents. So if you have your own business, you're going to be popping off this year. I want you to try a few new things in business as well. Your guides are really pushing you to try some new things. Just because you can, basically. Remembering that you have a choice, and that if you'd like to try new things, you are welcome to. Obviously, just, you know, keeping in mind of having a website and making sure you do all the boring things like taxes and stuff like that as well. So we have the Ace of Wands with a tiger. Somebody is very interested in you, and you're interested in them. There's a lot of sensual energy I have here. Really strong vibes. Someone who is really, really interested in what you are offering. And I also feel like January, July and June, very, very good months. There's a lot of really, really intense passion, and it feels very, very, very concrete, which I really like. So I love that. Okay, so let's get you a few more cards then. Let's see what else wants to pop in. So sorry guys about the lighting. I know the lighting is really strange today. I had a massive argument with my light today, because this, honestly, the light is really bad today because it's been so rainy. So actually getting the lighting right has been a pain in the butt. So, but we try our best. We try. So we're going to pull a couple of just basic random cards, and then we're going to get a couple of like playing cards just to be a bit more specific. Okay, we have flow. I'm going to keep these crystals here because they are helping us to see the cards a little bit better. Okay, they don't want me to pull any more cards because there's literally no other cards coming out. So we have flow. I love that. So flow is the main card for you guys. So what I feel like is literally this is summing up your 2024, which is basically just going with the flow as much as possible. And if anything feels like you're forcing it, then just pull away. I literally pull away as much as possible, because you don't want to force anything this year. It will come tumbling down if you force it. Okay, so let's get you some more cards. Let's get some basic playing cards, and we'll see what wants to be shown. Okay. Whoa. Oh my god, that's going to get wet. Ah. Okay. Right, so there's definitely some important connections coming this year. The fact that I literally just popped into the cup. This is major for you. Number 3 is very important. But also there's definitely like a trio happening with your relationships. Your relationships are really important this year. Oh, I'm so sorry guys if you can't see that light. Ah, the lighting is so irritating. Hang on, let me just see if I can move it. No, that's not working. Oh, it's so irritating. Okay, we just have to leave it. Okay, so 3 of Cups. We have the 9 of Wands. Oh wow, it's really can't see that. Okay, let me see. What do I have that I can put it on? Let's put it on here. Okay, 3 of Cups, 9 of Wands, 8 of Swords, and 3 of Pentacles. This is really not working very well, but we try. We have the King of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. If you are looking for a house, this is a really good year to do it. Renting, buying, whatever you want to do, it doesn't actually matter. It's more about just getting you comfortable and finding a place that's suitable for you. This year is very tuned to you, my love. Okay, so we also have this duo of men. So you might have 2 men around you that are really important to you. One could be a fire sign, one could be an earth sign. Okay, and I also feel like these 2 men could be contractors or like DIY men who are going to be around your house. I also see that if you're starting a YouTube channel or some type of channel or TikTok or something like that, you might have 2 men around you or something like that. I'm seeing like a podcast happening. There's lots of things going on. Okay, so the main months that are really good for you, like I said, are January, June and July. January is going to be the major month for you. It's going to be starting off, it's going to be really healthy. By that end of that month, you will be getting the thing that you've been looking for. I don't feel like it's relationship based, it's very success and financial based. And then June, July is like fun, happiness, joyful, amazingness, yumminess, really good. I see Australia, and yeah, I see Australia, like being on a beach in Australia. So that could be somewhere you may be drawn to. You might end up having a friend who's Australian and then you like go and meet them or something like that. You could go surfing this year as well. I also feel like you might buy a truck or a car. Like there's something about moving. I'm hearing moving on up, like you're literally like moving up. So you could get a car that's quite high up. I also see that your relationship with your mum is going to improve. So if you are wanting to get a closer connection with your mum, I do definitely feel that. And what else? There's definitely a pet that wants to come in your life. So if you're ready for that, I mean, yeah, maybe if you are looking for a home, or you know, you have a contract with your landlord, landlady, something like that, just be careful of like obviously getting a new pet, because you want to make sure you're not like, you know, voiding any contracts. But I do feel like you're probably going to be quite good with having a pet this year. I think it's going to be really, really good for you. I think it's going to be so welcoming for you. And I think a part of your life has always been like, oh, I never get permission to do that, which a lot of the time you don't. It feels like you always put your sense of self-worth, like literally everybody else is so much better than you, and that's not true. That's not true at all. Okay, so you have 3 cards that these crystals are very good for you this year. Also with pyrite too. So if you want to have if you have a job interview or anything to do with money, this is your go-to. So if you're wanting something to manifest mainly with money, so like jobs, careers, things like that, this one is good. If not, we have jade, apophyllite, moonstone, very ethereal crystals, really fairy-like crystals. Purification and serenity, activating the third eye, new beginnings. Exactly. So what I see is your intuition is going to be so good, and you're going to be possibly using that in your career or in your love life. There's something to do with like you connecting with a partner on a very strong connection level. If you already are partnered up, you may just be connecting really closely with somebody, with your partner. And I feel like also if you are in a relationship and you're a bit unsure, it will be revealed to you if this is the right relationship this year. It's going to be cut and dry. It's going to be like it's either it is the right relationship or it's not, and that you could end up breaking up. But I think you would have known that this is going to happen. And for a lot of you guys who've been single for a long time, I'm hearing just wait and see, which is so cute. Okay, so I really want to read this card. This is a feminine energy. This is I love moonstone. It's one of my favorites. So let's show you this card here. So it says, water attuned, this crystal stabilizes fluid imbalances and resets the biorhythmic clock. Moonstones helpful for shock, insomnia, nightmares and sleepwalking. This crystal also calms hyperactive children. Obviously take it as it resonates. This isn't like a doctor's kind of note. Powerful healer for female reproductive cycle. I can actually attest to that though. It has really helped me with cramps. If you're going through PMS or like menopause, very, very, very good. It just helps to balance out the water in your body, and as a Cancer moon, I can really attest it really does work. Can also help with pregnancy and birth as well. Moonstone is also very good for new beginnings, so most likely you are going to start something new. I'm hearing if 2023 has been a big fat letdown, I really genuinely feel like 2024 will be better. It feels very clear. It almost feels like the clearing. I'm hearing the song Out of the Woods by Taylor Swift. I actually really do like that song. Okay, so we have purification and serenity. This one is really good for eliminating a body's filtration with the organs, and it helps to rebind the cellular and skeletal systems. And then we also have apophyllite, which is really good for your intuition. This one says introspection and is a powerful vibrational transmitter used for Reiki healing. Very, very good for intuition and claircognizance. Okay, so I think we've pretty much covered everything. I do want to maybe pull one more. What card should we pull? Let's see. I would pull my magic cards like these ones, but I can't because I just can't. All right, how about, you know what? Let's whip out my dice. Let's whip out my dice and we'll get those and see what wants to come out for you, my lovelies. And let's see what wants to come through. Okay. A lot of you guys will be whipping out selenite this year as well, as a sense of like really, really clearing. And I'm hearing my mum never supported me. So if you've been struggling with a mother figure, I'm here for you. I'm listening, and I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be healing that mother wound. And I think also there's a lot of like non-forcing, non-judgment. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the dice. Nice, lovely and scattered, which is what I like to see. Got the number 3, of course we do. So particular months could also be October and March. Okay, so these could be very significant. They could be people's birthdays. All right, something like that. I'm hearing celebration. We have particular star signs are Aquarius and Scorpio, so probably one of the most intense signs, so love that. We then have Neptune, and we have Neptune again. So there's definitely something to do with Neptune. There's a lot of, what have we got here? Let's see. There's a lot of watery people coming in your life, like really emotionally connected people. Your year is going to be very Neptunian, which is perfect. You wouldn't think that would be a good thing, because for me, like in my human brain, I think that would be kind of boring and weird. But in my intuition, I feel like it's going to be amazing for you, like actually so amazing. It's going to be really satisfying to your higher self. Like you're going to feel so much more happier. much more at ease, and you're just going to align much more quicker to what you want, because this year has been like the preparing, almost like, you know, when you're recovering from an illness, like a flu or whatever, and you just feel grungy and yucky, and then when you start to recover, that is 2023. That is the recovering year of just blech. But then 2024 is I'm free, I'm good, let's go. Like, that's this year. I really do feel like that. Okay, we also have the number 7, which is relationships. So relationships are going to be very good this year. Number 7 can also represent, I'm here in Libra season, can also represent July. Wait. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, okay, cool. And then we have another star sign is Cancer, and another planet here is Mars. So lots of goodness happening for you guys. Feels very nice, a nice combo of feminine and masculine energy. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. My rates are down below. If you'd like any of my readings done on live Zoom, please let me know. I will add an extra fee on top of it, but it will be able to do live. If you would like me to do that, I can do that. Thank you so much for being so patient. If you're waiting on me replying to your emails, I'm still traveling, so please be very patient. Your girl is still looking for her house, so we get there. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. You guys chose the cute little spotty blue cup and the communication card, so we're going to get you some tea leaves now, so let's get started. Okay, group number 2, let's get started. You got such a funny reading. I got so many messages. So really random. We got Harry Potter. I saw you playing the new Harry Potter game. I actually just got on the Switch. Love it. Not sponsored, but I love it. It is called Hogwarts Legacy. Highly recommend. I also feel like you might be buying some Harry Potter merch this year, or going to Harry Potter Land, World, whatever it's called. You can tell I'm such a big fan, but no, I am. I love Harry Potter. I also saw a boy with an afro. So I saw a dark-skinned boy with an afro. He looks to me either 10 years old, 13 or 18. I couldn't get it. I don't know if this is you, or if this is a brother or a cousin or somebody, but it felt like family. I heard family, and I just saw this boy with like a lovely load of afro hair and it was very afro. It was like really round. It was like really rounded as well. That's just what I saw. I also saw a lot of gaming, like a lot of thumb action. So I do feel like you're going to do a lot of gaming this year. You might actually do gaming for a career. You may do it for like graphic design. If you do anything to do with graphic design or anything on computers that involves that's quite creative, I would highly recommend that for you. So if you are wanting to do that for a job, definitely recommend, okay? So I see a lot of stuff going on in your career. A lot of you guys are in uni, college, school, or starting that. If you are, great, keep doing that. You've definitely chosen the right thing for you. Be careful about how much money you're spending on it though, because honestly, I started uni, and this is just personal but also spiritual advice. I hated uni, like I hated it. Personally, because a lot of my tutors were really disgusting, but I think it's just the education system is really messed up, like it's not good. So honestly, I would just feel it out as to if you should be doing it. Please just trust your intuition, okay? I'm seeing a goatee as well, like a goatee, like you know what you have like on your face, like facial hair, a goatee, and I'm seeing like a twiddly little beard, like a moustache that's like twiddled at the ends. That's what I'm seeing. Like I'm seeing a really quirky. I'm seeing a lot of tweed. And a lot of like brown leather patches on the elbows, so that could be like your professors, it could be your style. I'm getting a lot of male energy from this, and it's funny that we have like pink and now we have blue, so that was definitely more of a feminine group. This is more of like a boy kind of masculine group, but it's not really masculine. It just feels more, it feels like very male based, so I'm not sure what that's about, but hopefully it resonates. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of countries for this group. You could be traveling. I see Australia, America, Canada, India, and I also see a couple of smaller countries. They're doing this, so Hawaii and Bali. I'm guessing they're quite small countries. I'm not massive like knowing with geography, but also with this card, which is really fab, we have communication, which is really, really good. So I'm just going to zoom you in on this card. This is beautiful. This is the number 3. So this is really, really good. This is just showing me communication is going to be absolutely on point this year. You're going to have a lot of communication physically, not so much electronically, which is great. We want that. And I also see, but there is a lot of Zoom calls going on. There's a lot of like back and forth. And I also see a lot of job interviews and things going through on like the computer. So I'm seeing a lot of things being planned on the computer, and then you're getting like confirmation emails. That's what I'm getting a lot this year. August is going to be really good for you. August is going to be a really, really good month for you this year. This year is really about clearing and getting more comfortable with your sense of like, how well do you want people to, how much do you want to show people your talents? Like that's kind of like your thing, because I feel like you're very, very talented, and I think you're very, very, very masterful with art, or some type of like drawing, writing, words, poetry, something like that. There's something there. I'm hearing there's maybe something there that wasn't there before. That's from Beauty and the Beast. All right, so let's see what else. I'm seeing a crab. I'm not sure what that means. It just showed me a crab. So it could be a crab on the beach, or it could be like you're a Cancerian. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of artists in this group, so a lot of artists tend to be Pisces and Aquarius. Let me see what else we got. I'm seeing like a green man, like a pixie. Maybe you like cosplay or something like that. Let me see. Lots of greenery in this group. Lots of trees and like earth vibes. So I'm seeing also some of you guys might be going shopping a lot. I'm not sure, that's just what they're showing me, like a lot of shops. You're buying new things for school or your home this year as well, like at the start of the year. You might be moving to another country as well. If you want confirmation on that, hello, you have it. Like you're going to possibly move. Let's have a look and see. Some of you guys might have a massively like big haircut. Like you might do the chop and like your hair gets really short. I think you'd really enjoy that. So one thing I'm hearing is, how do people view me? I want people to see the real me. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going to have that reflected on the outside. So a lot of you guys, your looks may be looking different this year. And also your hair is going to look very, very different as well. A sense of like personality is really coming through for you guys. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I'm seeing the Loch Ness Monster as well. And it's like like a Nessie kind of vibe, like this cute little thing that's like in the water. Some of you guys might be working on a boat. I'm seeing a lot of like aqua kind of things. I'm seeing a circus as well. Some of you guys might do Cirque du Soleil. If you guys want to try like gymnastics or something, this is a really good year to do it. I see you being very successful at it. Anything to do with moving your body, especially with dance or anything like that would be really good for you. There's I'm hearing like flexibility. I feel like this year is a lot more flexible. I feel like last year was just like so rigid. Like 2023 is just really, really rigid. Not good. Not a fan. Really, really not a fan. Okay, so let's get you some more cards. Let's see what else wants to come through. Okay, so this is really like weird and random, but I'm seeing you might, if your parents are together, you might be seeing like the reality of their relationship. Obviously if they've got a really good marriage, don't worry about it. But if there's anything that kind of you feel a bit off with, don't be afraid to like talk to them if you feel comfortable doing that, because I do feel like there's going to be some type of like reality check. I don't know what that means, but that's just what they're telling me. Okay, so lots of new friends coming in. This group is very friendship based. It's very like cutesy, sweet, like very artistic, this group. So you're going to make a lot of friends, and you're going to have a lot of friends that want to go out in nature with you and do things in like do artsy things with you and things like that. It's also saying to like get your bare feet on the grass as well. I can attest to this. I love walking barefoot on the grass. Like when winter hit, I was like, ugh, like I love summer. Summer is just my vibe. I love it. Yeah, I want to get a card about your love life as well this year. I want this one as well. Some of you guys could date a surfer if you're single. That's really random. Decide and proud. Ooh, be proud of your decision. If you like someone, just make the decision. Like if you have a few people that you're interested in, always go for that first person, because you won't end up, I mean, always go for the, I think it's like the last person. I can't remember the quote. It's like a quote, but it's like always, okay, maybe none of them are good for you if you like more than one, because there's this thing about like you wouldn't have gone for the second person if you didn't like the first. Does that make sense? Okay, this is really random, but I'm picking up on random shops like H&M and Claire's Accessories and things like that. I don't know what that's about, but that's just what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's get you some crystals. This is from my personal crystal collection. Let's see the type of crystal that represents this year. I want the spiky one, whatever one this is. Okay, this one looks like cheesecake. That's why I specifically chose this one to travel with me. I love her. She is so yummy. This one is pink opal. This is going to be your year. So I feel like you're going to be really choosing you. There's a lot of self-love involved. There's a lot of sweetness, a lot of kindness. I feel like also if there's anyone who's just trashy, you're just going to let go of them. Just really toxic energy. You're going to let go of them and you're just going to be able to be more comfortable with your own self. I also see that there's going to be a lot of people who recognise your talents. Like I say, this year is definitely about your talents. So if you are very artistic or you really want to start something new, then that is going to be really good for you, okay, this year. So if you want to start an Instagram, TikTok, YouTube channel, something like that, definitely do that. And your love life is going to be the red jasper. So this is the same for group number 1, actually. You both got red jasper. So there's definitely a lot of physical intimacy going on. I feel like there's more intimacy this year than there will be last year. If you have really not been intimate or close with anyone else, there could be a strong connection or connections going on. And also if you feel like you want to go on online dating, I give you permission to do that. Not that you need my permission, but you know, highly recommend. That's just what they're telling me. Okay, let's have a look and see. Let's get your cards. Let's see what we have. So the lighting is really strange, so I'm going to lean it against this crystal. Okay. So group number 2, let's have a look. I see you going for a holiday this year. It doesn't have to, could be literally in the city or the town that you're in. Sorry, I mean the country that you're in. So it could be a different state or something like that. But it's definitely a really nice kind of holiday you're doing, and it looks like it's in like the country. Okay, so be aware of snakes this year. Be aware of people who don't have your best interest. If you get a weird feeling about somebody, especially if you're signing a contract with them, just be really on guard, and also feel free to change up the person that you're signing a contract with. Don't ever feel like you have to be hassled into one particular thing. You do have choice, remember that, okay? So we have the Ace of Swords, the Joker, and we have the 8 of Cups. So if you can't really see it, it's just really hard to like show you because the lighting will just like wash it out basically. Okay, but I'll put some down here as well. So we have the 4 of Swords, King of Cups, 9 of Cups. Okay, I'm hearing there might be a surprise pregnancy, so just be really careful. But make sure it is with somebody, this is so blunt, I'm sorry, but I have to say it. They're saying make sure it is with somebody you really love. So if you are just doing the dirty with somebody you don't really know, just please protection up, you know. Just, I'm not a doctor, I don't know all the facts and symbols, all the things, I don't know everything. But I don't know why I said symbols, but I don't know all the facts, but please just be very careful, because if you don't want a baby with this person you're going to be physical with, you know. And also, of course, this is for those of you who are of legal age as well. Okay, so the 4 of Swords is really nice. I see that there is tension between you and a couple of girls or guys, whatever your gender is. So say if you're a woman, it's going to be women. If you're a guy, it's going to be guys. Yeah. If they're not worth your time, snip, snip, like just let them go. September, August, very, very good months, like I mentioned. And there's also going to be a very nice, caring person this year who's going to be really looking after you. And I also see an end of a term. So I feel like you might end uni this year or end school, and you might just find a job that feels really good for you. I'm getting it might take about 3 months to find your ideal job. That is for those of you who are leaving university or something like that. Just give it about 3 months, I feel, at the most. But I feel also, just like I say, communication is really good. This Ace of Swords is really, really good. This is just like so funny. You know what's so funny? Fruit flies always follow me in readings, and I have no idea why. This fruit fly has just randomly found me. I'd never seen a fly in this place, and that's just flown off. I don't know why. Spirit, if I had a pet, I can guarantee you that pet will be walking all over this floor right now. Like, it'd be so crazy. Okay, just wait, guys. Honestly, if I get a pet, you'll be seeing them all the time, because animals are naturally just drawn to me. I don't even know. Okay, so anyway, Okay, so we have, you might be coming away from your family home, or you might be changing out your bedroom in your family home. So if you're quite young, you're not ready to move, I do see you moving in another bedroom, or you might be moving to another family home, like you might be moving house and then moving somewhere else. I also see Spain is really good for some of you guys, especially if you are Spanish. If you are from Spain, that could be like a really good country for you to go to. Let's get you a couple of tarot cards as well. Lovely. You are feeling really, really good this year. You're feeling really comfortable in your sense of expression. So if you know that there's anyone who you know isn't good for you, just kind of cut them out. There's like no drama this year, I don't feel. The main drama is just a little bit of bitchiness, but I think you're gonna like sort it out quite quickly, because Ace of Swords is just saying communication is massive for you. And it's really funny that you guys had the communication card, because Ace of Swords literally is communication. So I feel like, okay, this is like really good dating advice, if I do say so myself. If you are dating anybody, like dating, I want to say, okay, if you're just talking to somebody online on a dating site, if you're not getting the reciprocation that you want, and I'm going to be really, really blunt, like if I could literally talk about this all day, I love talking about dating. I don't know why I just do, it's my Libra inside, I get really excited. Some of you guys say like, oh, can you do anything but a love reading? And I'm like, girl, no, I can't, I love readings. But basically I feel like if somebody is talking to you and they're not really like giving you the communication style that you like, so basically your energies aren't matching up, it's not your person, because basically you shouldn't have to change. You shouldn't have to give this person like loads and loads of space and be really conscious of how much space you're giving them and everything like that. Like it should just be natural. Obviously don't be too needy, I hate that word, but basically don't be too over the top, which I don't think you will. But I just want you to know, like, if this person really isn't matching up with you, they aren't yours, like they aren't your person, and God, the universe will save you from that. Okay, that's what I really feel. All right, so let's see how your year is going to go. Let's get you an animal card. Oh, beautiful. Really, really easy. I love this. Okay, so the deer is really positive. The deer is just so loving, so gentle. There are a few people that want to prey on you though, so I just want you to be very aware of that, especially if you attend a church. So if you go to church, there might be a few people that aren't really, let's just say, fully Christian. So just be very aware that all spiritual churches, there might be people who don't want the best intentions for you. That does tend to happen. So just be very aware of that, and make sure your practice is your practice, and never let people take away your light. So if you are feeling really negative, it could just literally be the people you're around are kind of sucking the life out of you. So just be really aware, like this is your time to shine. Really, really, it really is. Okay. Let's get you a couple of crystal cards and then we'll pull your dice. Let's see what else is happening in 2024. Is there anything in the cup? I feel like your next house, if you are going to move, or the house you're in right now, the best house for you right now is like a townhouse, or like quite a tall house. So it could be like an apartment or something like that, or even a castle. I don't know. I don't know, that's just what I'm feeling. Okay, so we have lapis lazuli, rutilated quartz. These two are your crystals. Lapis lazuli is really big for emotional stuff, and we have like the deer, which is one of the like gentlest emotional cards. So I've been around deer recently and they are so quiet and they're so gentle and they're so sweet. That is your energy if you're attracting in. So this is really good at blocking psychic attacks, helps bring self-knowledge, and it is heaven on earth. That's the card, and it's an extremely high vibration, which it is. Like I'm a Scorpio and I can't wear lapis lazuli because it's really strong, but if you're somebody who is more like an Aquarius or an Aries, that could be really good for you. Okay, rutilated quartz. This is a very high energetic vibration. Also protects against psychic attacks. That's definitely something you guys need. It draws off karmic dis-ease and reframes events as still affecting the present. Lovely. I love that. So these two, definitely what you guys are needing right now. Okay, so let's get your dice and we'll see what wants to come out for you. Where are my dice? Okay. Okay, we're going to get you one of these as well. The first place that comes to mind. So if there's anywhere you want to move to, or you want to go on a date, the first place that comes to mind is definitely your thing. So South America, could be where you want to be living or where you are currently living as just your sign. We have the neck as your body part. There's a lot of throat chakra going on in this reading. And then we have touch. So physical touch is going to be your thing this year. You might want to start being like a masseuse, or you might want to get massages, or you might want to try yoga, something like that. There's a sense of like really getting closer to your body in a non-like sensual way, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I hope you can see that. Sorry, the lighting is so intense, but I want to make sure that you guys can actually see these cards. Okay, so these are the cards I'm getting for you, and then let's just clarify with the dice. I heard the letter T and I heard Taurus, so a Taurus could be coming in your life as well. Okay, so other star signs we have are Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius. I generally feel like it's to do with you getting more out there with your money, like you are becoming like a business owner or something like that, but it could be other people. We have the second house, the seventh house, and the seventh house. So there's a lot of relationship stuff going on. There's a lot of like, how do I relate to this person? How are they treating me? How do I feel when I'm with them? And that can be anyone. That could be family, friends, relationships, teachers, mentors, anything like that. Remember, you're in charge, okay? Saturn, Jupiter, Venus. Whoops, it was Venus. It was Venus. There we go. So it's nice we've got Venus in the 7th house because that is the ruler. I do really like this because it's showing me that you're getting a really nice relationship to your abundance. So you're not scared of like really attracting in things now. You are still a little bit scared, but there's definitely this thing about I deserve this. You know, it feels really nice, really grounded. I love it. Beautiful. So that is your reading, guys. If you'd like to check out my private reading rates, all that is down below. If you'd like any of the readings done through a live Zoom, then there'll be a fee, but I will be able to do that now. So if you would like that, please let me know. Thank you so much, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. Let's see what's going on for you. So you guys chose the card of success. So let's get started with your tea leaf reading. Okay, group number 3, let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the card of success. So I feel like this year is about you getting really, really confident. So I feel like this is for you guys who really have been feeling like you're always in the background, you can't be recognized. You know, you may attract friends who kind of push you around, or, you know, partners who don't recognize you or don't want you to go first. This is the reading for you, because I feel like 2024 is about your kind of reckoning, like your phoenix rising, you know. I feel like by October, there's going to be a big change for you emotionally and physically, spiritually. So this is a really good year to start therapy. If you would like to try that, I would highly recommend. There's definitely something about rewiring your brain, like rewiring how you see yourself, you know, things like that. Okay, so I'm sorry this is a bit hard to see because the lighting might be a bit weird and the cup is very bright, so hopefully you can still see. Okay, so let's see what I get. I'm seeing a pig, so that's your spiritual omen for this year, your animal omen. I'm seeing a red door as well. And I'm seeing the letter V and U, so that could be a person you know. I'm seeing angel wings as well. So if you have any deceased loved ones, they are just really watching over you and looking out for you at the moment. Because I feel like that you're going through a lot of changes and you might be really needing some support. You might have been asking, like, can I have a sign? That is definitely your sign. I'm seeing like a crescent moon as well. I'm seeing like there's some new neural pathways kind of going on in your brain. Feel might be some hormonal changes. You might be going through like a late puberty or something, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you might be starting your period. If you're a woman, you might be starting your period while watching this video. You might be thinking, oh, I just like got my period. I'm just getting that. Obviously there's a lot of red going on, so that's gonna be coming up as messages. Some of you guys have a fear of clowns. I'm seeing a couple of countries as well. I'm seeing Nigeria. And I'm seeing America. So they could be countries that you may want to visit. You may have people you know from there. You may attract some friends who are Nigerian or American. There's definitely a couple of states coming up beginning with A, like Alaska, Antarctica. Is that a state or a country? My geography is not that great, but I'm going to say a few places like Atlanta, if that's one. Arkansas, I don't know. Those are just places that I'm hearing. Okay, let's see what else. I'm hearing the song that's like raindrops keep falling on my head. I don't know why that song's coming up. There's a lot of like 50s energy surrounding this. So you may have like a deceased loved one who was born in the 50s, or someone who you love who's also born in the 50s. Okay, let's see what else. Someone's birthday is in October, so if you are a Scorpio or Libra, then happy birthday for then. This birthday is going to be really good for you. I think whether you have like a lot of close-knit friends around you or not, it's going to be quite a good birthday for you. It's going to be a birthday of realization. I really do feel like you're going to go through a lot of spiritual and emotional change. Like I think you're going to really see yourself very transparently. You might attract a blue, black or red car as well if you want to drive or are driving. I'm hearing the word flatland, so it's like where you live might be really flat, or where you are going to live or where you're going to visit is very flat. I'm seeing like Iceland or like Norway, where there's like a lot of greenery but it's quite flat. That's just what I'm seeing. I don't know what that's about. There's a lot of like European kind of energy in this group as well, so I think a lot of you guys might be European. Okay, so let's see what else. I don't really feel there's anything else coming through at the moment. Is there anything else coming through? I'm not too sure. Sorry if you can hear the ticking of my clock. I should have taken it out of the room, but hopefully the audio is still okay. So hopefully that's all good. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on for you guys. Let's pull you some cards just to clarify what's going on. So success is obviously a big thing for you guys. I think it's like really just being successful. I don't think it's really just about money and things like that. It just feels like it's something to do with success. I just realized this pyrite has, oh no, it doesn't have a bit of green in it. I think it's just a reflection. But anyway, I'm actually going to take this pyrite away because I feel like this, I think it's from another group actually. Okay, so let's see what crystals represent you this year. Okay, let's see, let's get a couple. Okay, so we have smoky quartz and we have pink opal. These two are basically about you guys seeking out some friendships that are really, really connected to you, the people that are on the same wavelength as you. You may end up working with them, they might be your colleagues. It's basically could be how you meet them. You could also meet them just like hanging out in coffee shops. They might like come up to you saying, oh, I love your dress, I love your coat, or you know, I really like what you're doing. Say if you're doing artwork, oh, I want to, you know, would you draw me or something like that? I don't know. But this is your year and it feels like you're definitely leveling up. This is very much to do with your mental health. So this is to do with you feeling really free in your mental health and feeling really clear, and also getting really vulnerable around people and recognizing your vulnerability. In terms of love, let's see what wants to come through. Ooh, Mukai, lovely. A lot of transformation in your love life. I don't really feel a concrete long-term relationship, but if you are already in a relationship, I feel like that will be concrete. You may be attending some weddings though, or you may be attending some like celebrations. There's a lot of like, I'm seeing a lot of this colour just reminds me of like fondue and cheese. So I don't know if there's going to be fondue at this wedding, but I feel like it could be. Especially if you have some cousins, they might be getting married or getting having babies. But for you, I don't feel like there is a strong relationship coming through this year, but there could be. It just might start a little bit later on in the year, maybe like November, December, but just not really middle or start of the year. So this is definitely about your happiness. I want you to really recognise when your energy gets low, especially when you're around certain environments or people, because that is an indicator that it's probably not the right environment for you at that time, because a lot of you guys have always tried to be and do and, you know, always try to be and do what everyone else wants. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are definitely changing that up, and you're kind of getting more comfortable with just your energy and, you know, really not just like being harsh on yourself, because you are a very harsh critic. Okay, so let's get you some playing cards. Lovely. Okay, so it could be some really important conversations with family this year. I feel like you're going to be like sitting down and talking to them and just being really comfortable and vulnerable with them. I feel like you might write a letter to them. So if you ever get into an argument, I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication going on. You're going to get a lot more successful just with your confidence. Like when your confidence changes, you change. And I see that you might be having your hair natural. I feel like your hair is quite big or curly, or you know, you may think it's messy, but it's not. And you may be having your hair just a lot more natural as well. Lots of travel, lots of people traveling to you as well. So if you know anybody abroad, there's going to be a lot of travel going on. I feel like you might live somewhere that has a number 3. So if you have a door number, you will maybe living a number 3, or you might be staying at a friend's for a while and they may have the number 3 on their door number. Okay, I'm seeing guinea pigs, so you might have a friend who has guinea pigs. That could be like just a sign that that's the person I'm talking about. We have a lot of cups, so there's definitely a lot of changes in your relationship. If you are to meet a future partner, like if you are single, I do see you might meet them through friends or through a family member, because I'm seeing that this family member, you don't know who this person is, but your auntie might recommend their family friend's son, daughter, blah blah. You know, they're not obviously related to you. They're just a friend of a family friend. So yeah, I definitely feel you could meet them through uni, work, or through friends. But I feel like for you're very closely connected to your family, so I feel like you will probably meet them through that. It's like kind of like a random encounter. I'm also seeing a dog and a panda, so they are really big omens for you as well. You might end up having just like a really close connection to a dog. Like it might be yours or it might be somebody else's, but you might suddenly think, I wanted to get a dog, you know. So we also have the 3 of cups, 2 of cups, 4 of cups. What I see is a lot of relationships are definitely shifting. You might be the sort of person to give a lot of relationship advice this year. Your friend may have a breakup or something and they're probably going to come to you. I also see that you may end up working with relationships in a job. So I do feel like you are going to be working with people in a more nurturing way this year. You might end up being a nanny. You might end up being a teacher. You could be a relationship counsellor. You could be a therapist, something like that. This might also just be like a thing that you didn't think you would be doing. And I'm also hearing no regrets, like you're not going to have any regrets this year. And I also see that there might be a few things that will take a little bit longer than what you expected, but I'm going to tell you, like, you are going to get some results this year. You're going to start to see it manifesting. If you're wanting something a bit bigger, like, I don't know, like, you know, an investment in a house, you might have it this year, but it might be like the start of next year. A lot of things, like bigger things, are happening more at the end of the year for you guys. That's just what I'm feeling. It's almost like you've got to get used to the year for a little bit and kind of warm up to it. I also see a grandma around this reading. So if they are passed on, then they're just sending a message. If they're not passed on, then I just see you having a really close relationship with them. I see this being your mum's mum. So that could be just a confirmation as well. So I'm also seeing palm trees. So you may travel somewhere that's very hot this year. Places like Spain, Jamaica, Hawaii, places like that. You know, I feel like that could be a really good place for you to travel to. You may travel with family or friends. I don't see you doing a solo travel. I feel like you're probably going to be doing it with somebody else. But yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So let's see what else wants to come out for group number 3. Is there any other messages that want to be heard? I feel like this card deck is really good for you because it didn't really come out for group number 1 and 2, but I feel like it's really going to pop for you guys in this group. Yeah. You're more of the psychological group, because I feel like a lot of you guys really live in your head, and that's why these cards are really coming out. Okay, so we have childhood and vision. So there's going to be a lot of revisiting your childhood. You might be getting flashbacks. You may be doing a lot of artwork that's related to your childhood. Whoops. And I also feel like, I did say confidence is definitely a big thing for you guys. And I feel like also is you may meet somebody from your childhood. You may be starting to talk to somebody from your childhood, like a friend or something like that. You could be getting a message on Facebook from a family member this year, just something like that. But also, I feel like you are going back to your inner child a lot this year, and I see that you are really prioritizing your self-care, because last year was very work-based. It was very heavy, like overdoing it, kind of just constant working and not constant avoiding connected to work, but you may just be feeling like emotions are really hard to process. So 2024 is going to be a year of just really doing things differently, and I think it's more emotionally, so I can't really tell you how it's going to happen, but it's definitely about like taking things more slowly and taking things more one thing at a time, basically. Okay, number 3 is really good for you. If you get 2 or 1, that's just a sign to get back into your inner child. Okay, so if you feel like you've been working too much and it's just you're feeling like you're overdoing it, then just reel back, because your life isn't just about work. Okay, it's about enjoying yourself as well. If you'd also like to make some new friends, I do feel like it's going to happen this year. A lot of same gender friends, but also some opposite gender friends as well. And I also feel like 2024 you're going to birth a nice sense of yourself, like you're going to look quite different by the end of the year. You may get a tattoo, you may dye your hair, cut your hair off, you may get a new like lease of life, basically. I feel like you're going to regenerate this year, and I also see that you're no longer chasing people anymore, and your relationship to yourself is a lot stronger. Omens for you are definitely fish and mermaids and things like that, like very watery omens, so a lot of like water-based omens. So there's definitely a big like regeneration thing happening, and the fact that we have this vision that's looks like an ocean, and there's a sea serpent, there's definitely this connection with your third eye. And I think also there may have been an age where your intuition just stopped because you may have gone through some trauma. I genuinely feel you're going to be ready to release that trauma. It could be physical trauma, it could have been family trauma, but whatever it is, you're going to be ready to release it. And I really feel as if that's going to be the real you, like coming out. I think it's to do with intimacy. So it could be something that happened to you when you were younger that really affected how you are intimate with others, emotionally or physically. And I feel like that's the success that's coming through. This is like courageous, because this isn't an easy thing to work through. But I feel like once you've cleared that, you're going to attract partners very quickly, and attract like a closer relationship with your partner if you have one. And I think a lot of this trauma has kind of been lingering around you as well. Okay, so you have some star signs. Just have a look, see what we got Taurus, Cancerian, we got Sagittarius, so they could be possible star signs. For planets, we have Jupiter, we have the Sun, and we have the North Node. So wow, really getting yourself out there more, like you are more confident. I genuinely feel like your intimacy is definitely something to look at, because I really feel there's a blockage there. And if you are to like go there with a shadow work, I genuinely feel you could actually attract a partner in. I think there's some like mini shadow work needs to be done, which I don't ever think shadow work can ever be mini, but you know, because we've got a lot of like communication with friends, but I feel like there's something to do with like depth that's just not being initiated. Which obviously that's what you would like to do, to definitely give that a go. But yeah, that's definitely coming up. So we have the 3rd house of communication, 4th house of the home, and the 11th house of your friends, groups, things like that. So I feel like you might change your phone number, you might buy a new phone this year. I also see that your neighbours may change, so you might move, you might get new neighbours come in, which will be a good sign, because if you're really struggling with your neighbours, then that's a really good thing for you. Last thing I also see is there's a sense of like witnessing your real self, and I feel like you're going to see how your family really is through their behaviour. And I think your boundaries are going to get really, really good as well. I also see you rejuvenating like your online presence. So you might be online more or online less. And let's get one more card. Let's see what else. The Hermit. Oh, okay. We have the Hermit. So taking it more easier this year. Really being kind to yourself. And yeah, I think the month I mentioned, I can't remember what month I mentioned, but that month is going to be really good for you. And I also see, I feel like the summer months could be good, but I feel mainly like autumn. Autumn is really good for you, like October, September. those months could be really good for you. So never ignore conflict, especially this year. If there's anyone who wants to basically come at you, I want you to really recognize that they might not be worth your time. Okay, because I feel for you, like, you're not worth to have stress around. Like you're not here to fixate and fix and adjust people. Like, you're here to just be yourself. So that is your journey. That's your journey, basically. So thank you so much for watching. If you would like to get a reading from me, then all that information is down below. And I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. And I'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye.